Hi, fellow TBI survivors, TBI caregivers, and friends. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Connie, and I'm a TBI survivor. I was in a bad car accident, and when they were taking me to the hospital, I'm told they didn't think that I would live to the hospital, and if I did, they were certain I was paralyzed. But lucky me, I'm alive and I'm not paralyzed. So 2 wins right there. Before I was in my accident, I have practiced mindfulness and taught yoga for 25 years and was actually a mindfulness life coach. I really drew on those mindfulness skills that I already had in my toolbox to help me through the emotional roller coaster of being a brain injury survivor, and finding gratitude again and relaxation, and just finding a place of peace that then can help in my recovery. So I'm going to share these 4 things with you today that have really helped me, and I hope that they help you too, even if it's just a moment of peace or a little bit of gratitude. Whatever you can gain from these, I hope that it brings you joy. So the 4 things that I really embodied and worked on, and I'm still working on in my life, is gratitude, mindfulness, relaxation techniques, and meditation. So we'll be going through each one of these 4 steps today, and then at the end we'll do a little exercise, and hopefully you feel comfortable enough to join in. After my accident, I was told a lot, and I'm still told a lot, that I am lucky to be alive. And I'm sure many of you have heard those same words. And I didn't feel very lucky. I was in a hospital. I was scared. I was not myself. And so it was hard for me to grab onto that big lucky to be alive. It just seemed, I don't know, too big. So I started focusing on the little tiny things that brought me joy. Right after my accident, I don't know if this is a brain injury thing or just for me, but I loved coffee. I could drink it like by the gallons. And so my husband would bring me up coffee and I would just hold it and just think, oh my gosh, I love this coffee so much. And then I remember thinking how good my husband's hand felt, and how much joy I got from being able to hug my daughter. And so focusing on the little things that bring you joy, and the little things you're grateful for, like being able to see a sunset, is really impactful. It's those little things that when you bring your attention to them, that make you happier. And also celebrating the little wins. Brain injury is so slow. It's such a slow recovery. Really finding value in the little wins. Like, for instance, it took me about 8 months to be able to lay flat. And I remember the day I could lay on just one pillow. I was so happy. I started crying because to other people who don't have TBI, that's a very small thing to be able to lay on one pillow. But for me, that was such a win, like life-changing win. So focusing on the little wins. So here's the exercise if you feel up to it. If you have a piece of paper and you want to jot these down, fantastic. If not, don't worry about it. Just think about them. So think of 3 things you are grateful for or have joy for and three things that are little wins. They can be big wins too if you have a big win, but things going right. So I have a challenge for you that every morning write down 3 things you're grateful for, and when you go to bed at night, write down 3 wins or things that went right. Mindfulness is kind of a really broad stroke term, but it just means being aware, being present, being aware of your thoughts and feelings. My mind really went to some pretty dark places those months after my accident. And I remember one day I was in the kitchen with my husband and I was sobbing and I was suicidal. I'd been suicidal for a few months, so I was in a dark place. And through my tears, I told my husband I didn't like who I was. And it wasn't the brain injury. I didn't like who I was becoming. I was becoming someone who was a victim. I was really envious and jealous of pretty much anybody because they could do all these things that now I could not do. And I just was so negative. I find that I would look to the past a lot and wonder why I don't have that life anymore. It's hard to wake up and be someone different than you were before your accident. And so I was trying to hold on to that past Connie. And then at the same time, I was so worried about my future because I didn't know what that future was going to look like anymore for me. So I had to really dig deep at this point in my toolbox for some mindfulness tools to help me out of the depression and I still use them all the time to help keep me out of the depression. And just really I'm incredibly on top of all of my thoughts. I can't afford to let negative thoughts slip in because it takes me off a cliff. If you're ready for an exercise, grab your notebook if you have one. If not, just think about it in your head. And answer this question. How do I want to feel? And it doesn't have to be a sentence, it can just be just a list. Next question is, who do I want to be? The kind of person I want to be. And the last question is, what kind of energy do I want to embody? I normally was a pretty relaxed person, but with TBI, especially if I've had a big day or I've had a lot happening, I get very agitated and tense. I use some of my meditation and relaxation and breathing techniques to help calm down and relax. And so I'm going to teach some of these to you. And hopefully you're game to practicing. If not, just observe everyone else around you. It's still lots of fun. Okay, so the first thing is we're just going to roll the shoulders up and back, up and back. When we get tense, we do this, and our shoulders creep up by our ears, and we get really, really tight traps. Traps? Yes, I think that's what they're called. And so just rolling the shoulders, yes, forward, back. And then just drop one ear over. Again, kind of pushing that shoulder down. And dropping the ear over to the other side. There you go. if you're up for this, you wiggle your jaw and maybe rub on the outside of the jaw. We carry a lot of tension in our jaw and our faces. So any kind of pressure point that feels good for you to rub. All right. Now take a comfortable seat. We're going to do a little bit of breathing exercises. So just starting to close your eyes if you feel comfortable so that you can become aware of your breath. Big, full, deep inhale. And exhale out of your mouth. One more big inhale. And exhale. Good. Bringing your hand just to your heart. Notice your heart beating under your palm. Life. That's life. And you're here, you're present. Notice with each inhale, your chest lifts and presses into your hand. And then the chest falls with every exhale. We're going to inhale for a count of 4, exhale a count of 4. So exhale fully. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and open your eyes. So just a few breathing techniques that you can incorporate. Any of those or all of those throughout the day if you're feeling anxious. It really helps. So I saved the last one for the end, meditation. If you have never meditated before, it's okay. It's not as weird as it sounds or you may think. And we're going to be using some of these other techniques that we've already talked about in the meditation. Meditation usually starts out with some of the breath work, some of the breathing that we just did in the relaxation, followed by a body scan to just notice your sensations that you're feeling and bringing your awareness to the present moment. Also helps turn off the chatter. Visualization, visualizing healing, and affirmations. Visualization. So the mind does not know the difference between what is actually happening in your body and what you think is happening. Using this technique of visualizing healing as a way to heal your body. And affirmations are very important to self-talk. Like what an affirmation is just a sentence about, a positive sentence about how you want to feel or how you want to see the world, or good things coming to you. It's just changing that negative thought process to a positive one. We are going to do a quick 3 to 5 minute meditation. So if you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. And just taking a moment to breathe in deeply, feeling and expanding your lungs. And exhale, soften your shoulders down. Another full, deep inhale. And exhale, softening the muscles in your face. Bringing your hand to your heart. Notice your heart beating. Having gratitude for this moment of life. Noticing your rise and fall of your chest. placing your hand. Noticing any sensations in your body, any tightness that you may have in your neck or back. Gently sending breath and energy to soften those areas of tension. In your mind's eye, visualize what you'll look like on the other side of this. Visualize that person that you want to be. Seeing that perfect you, feeling all of the joy and happiness that you want to feel. Repeating these positive affirmations in your mind. I love who I am. I am grateful for all of life's experiences. I let go of fear and trust that everything is working out. Today, I choose joy. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me in these exercises. I hope you feel good right now and that you can take some of these practices with you to help in your recovery and beyond. My name is Connie Riet, and I'll put all my information below. So please contact me for mindfulness coaching, and you can also get any of my mindfulness videos and meditation videos on YouTube under Connie Riet, R-I-E-T. Thanks so much, you guys.